Hey guys, welcome back to another Beard Guys WoT Xbox video. My name's Ben, and today we are looking at the Chinese Type T-34. This is a Chinese Tier 5 medium tank. Chinese line came out pretty recently, and I've been kind of casually grinding up a little bit. I did it very quickly the first day or two. Very professional driving there. Did it pretty heavily the first day or two, and then I kind of wound down. I didn't really have a tank I was targeting on that tech tree. I just thought I'd give it a go because there's a new line. And this is kind of where I slowed down my grinding a little bit. But this actually isn't too bad of a tank. And I've managed to have some pretty good rounds in it. So this is, we're on South Coast, we're on Xbox One, as you can tell, because it looks utterly amazing. I'm platooned up with Lammy there over in his Chinese Stewart, and then I think that's Bob we've got with us up in the in his TD around the corner. And we decided to push around here pretty aggressively. I was swinging around to help out Liam with that guy he was scrapping with, but he killed him. Then I saw the Stug spotted, so I thought I'd pop round and go for him. Not very heavily armored target, and a good one to go for this tank. And we get him out of the game very quickly. And then when you're pushing around the corner and the next tank you see is an M3 Lee, you think, well, I can probably take him. So this is another really nice looking map on the Xbox One. It's got loads of the grass, and you can see it swaying around in the breeze and the bushes, and it looks amazing, especially when you zoom in like this. It just looks great, and you can see you'll see little animals and butterflies and birds flying around. And it's very cool, very cool. And you get really nice sun effects on this map as well. It's kind of sort of sunset or dawn going on, and yeah, very cool. And that's the M3 Lee dead. So that's 2 dead tanks, no damage taken. And it's a nice little Tier 5 tank. This is fairly mobile. The gun's not amazing, but not terrible, and it's got fairly decent armor for a medium. I've bounced quite a lot of shots in this tank. I mean, when you're sort of top tier anyway. I'm racing back to try and save Lammy, but unfortunately, my friend, I can't get there in time. And so what we do here is I know I've got Bob behind me in the TD, and this Excelsior hasn't spotted me yet, so I'm waiting here for him to drive past, and then I'm going to pop down and shoot him in the butt. And there we go. Now I can shoot him in the ass while my mate in the TD hopefully lands some shots into him as well. Decide to switch to prem rounds because I wasn't having any luck getting through the side there, and I don't want to die. And there we go. I start taking a bit of damage, and we managed to get rid of him pretty quickly.
We fixed the track.
But look how that sun looks back there. It just looks fantastic. Very excited about this game coming out fully on the Xbox One. I can finally stop playing on my 360 and actually use the outrageously expensive console that I bought and haven't really used. And I get the feeling there's quite a lot of WoT Tanks players who probably have done similar things, and I know a lot of people who have Xbox Ones and haven't really used them much. So I think with tanks coming over, that's going to change that for some of the more hardcore tanks players. And it's pretty much the only reason I still turn my 360 on. So I just stop here. I think Bob just sent me a text message. I think that's why I was stopping there. Bob is Mugabe 0079. You might have worked out the reason for that nickname. He's a very good friend of mine, driving the SU-85B. So we're pushing up towards the flag here. We've had a pretty good game already. 10 damaging shots at a Tier 5 medium in a tank that I haven't really used that much. I'm very happy with that. And I've got Bob going ahead as my cannon fodder for me. And there he goes. But he shows off the wonderful new Xbox One explosions for us beautifully. And I casually drive up there and snapshot that guy out of the way. Now just charging this guy, wiggling around a bit. Don't make it too easy for him to hit you. You see he's bouncing shots off the side of me nicely there. He is a Tier 4, so I mean you could expect that. I do find sometimes the flames look a bit funny to me on Xbox One when they go up. They look a bit like kind of superimposed movie flames to me, rather than they don't really look like they blend in too nicely with the world in the beta. But We'll see. I don't know. Maybe that's just personal taste. And there we go. We're down to 6 versus 2. 16 damaging shots. Admittedly, I've been pretty much solely wrecking tier 4s and a couple of tier 5s, so it's not been the most challenging battle. But you can see what you can do when you've got a nice kind of all-rounder tank like this, one that's fairly mobile, okay armor, okay gun, and you get top tier. You can really boss it if you go the right way, if you move around nicely. And there we go. There's their one chap left, and he's sitting on the flag, telling us all where he is. Not that he had much option. It's unlikely he's going to be able to kill 6 tanks, but one of them is a tier 3. But the main reason I put this battle up was just because it's a nice showcase of South Coast on the Xbox One. Look at this stuff. This stuff you get in a few maps, and it looks very cool. If you watch the graphics comparison video I did, you can see on Prokhorovka that stuff is entirely on Xbox One. On 360, there's a down plane. It's just a plane wreck sitting there with nothing else going on. And then on Xbox One, it's this burning plane. It's got flames coming out. You've got the kind of blurred heat effect above the fire, and then you've got this massive patch of that burnt out grass around it where the plane has come down. It just looks so much better. It really does. There we go. We capped while trying to find that guy. So a little bit of an unexciting ending there.
Great job, men.
But not too shabby of a battle in the Type T-34 there. We managed 30,000 silver, 4,000 XP with a double and with an op as well, which gave us a bonus of 750. Got a high caliber medal, which is pretty nice for 1,200 damage. I think you need 1,000 minimum for that, so it's that's pretty borderline. And that does show the very small hit point pool that their team must have had for me to get a high caliber in a tier 5 game with 1,200 damage is a pretty low damaging high caliber. There you go. I like getting those medals. It shows you've contributed pretty heavily. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please consider hitting like on the video and subscribing to the channel, and check out some other videos around the channel. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Ben. We are the Big Guys, and I will see you next time.